Hello and welcome to another video. This time I'm celebrating my favorite fictional character's birthday, and that is, of course, Percy Jackson. There is just one requirement to celebrating his birthday, and that is that there definitely must be blue food. It could be blue pancakes or blue cookies, blue anything really. But I've decided to make blue cookies since they are such a fandom classic. Now, there's several ways to make blue cookies, such as making normal sugar cookies and then decorating them with blue icing, which also looks very cool. But today I will be making a traditional chocolate chip recipe, but blue, obviously. So let's get to the recipe. For this recipe, you'll need 130 grams of butter, 180 grams of flour, 100 grams of castor sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla sugar, or 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You can use either of them. Half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, blue food coloring of your choice, 1 egg, 140 grams of chocolate chips or however many you want, and then finally a stand mixer, but this is optional since you can do it by hand. It's just a lot more work. So first of all, preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius. We start off by adding the butter, and remember to chop it up in little pieces so it's easier to mix. Then you add your white castor sugar and all of your brown sugar. Then crack your egg, which is very difficult to do while you're filming. Add your teaspoon of vanilla sugar and then cover it up so it doesn't go flying everywhere. And set your hand mixer for 2 minutes at low speed. Then while that's mixing, you can line your pans with parchment paper. Once that's done, you simply add the flour, followed by the baking soda and the baking powder. And finally, just add a pinch of salt. This is me adding 2 drops of the blue food coloring, but it was a mistake. You definitely have to add more than 2 drops, but I would suggest that you start off very lightly and then you can see how much you need to add. And mix it and see if it's a swampy green color, and then we don't like that, so we add more and we add the chocolate chips and we add more food dye until we are happy with the intensity and the blueness. The blueness is very important. So here I am using a nice cream scooper to make little balls, and then poof, just do that 1, 2, 3, 100 times until you have evenly placed cookie dough balls. Then shape them a bit so they don't expand too much and put them in the oven and set the timer to between 10 and 12 minutes, so I set it to 11. Now, because they are blue cookies, you have to keep an eye on them because they won't turn golden brown, so you have to kind of see when they're ready. An advice for someone making this recipe for the first time would be to read the instructions of your blue food dye and just take it slow. Go 1 or 2 drops at a time to see how much the intensity, because you don't want it to end up looking very, very dark. And you also don't want it to be green. So take them out of the oven when you think you're ready, and then take it off the pan so they can chill. Leave them to chill for a couple of minutes, and then try to make some cool and artsy designs, and then completely fail at making a trident and a P for Percy. After you're done failing, you can stack them to try to take a cool Instagram picture. And then once you've given up on stacking them pretty, you can just put them in a cookie jar and leave them for your family to eat. Now, I'm very happy how these turned out flavor-wise, but I do wish I'd kind of used a little bit more blue dye. So just be careful because they do get a little bit lighter once you put them in the oven. So I hope you've liked this video, and if you are one of the people who doesn't like celebrating fictional characters' birthday, then that's fine, that's completely fine. But if you're one of the people who does, then I hope you love this video, and I encourage you to try making this recipe. If not now, practice, and then you can make it for when we actually get to see the first episode of the Disney Plus live action we're getting sometime. So yeah, leave a like and comment down below what recipe you think I should do next, preferably if it's fandom based. Bye!